reflections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, okay, it's springtime, and that means we need a breath of fresh air. So I'm going to introduce a new segment to some of my videos. It won't happen every time I do a video, but it'll happen once in a while, and it's called, What's Up With That? Let's play right now. Well, let me tell you the rules. I'm going to show you something, and I'm not going to tell you anything about it. All I'm going to say is, what's up with that? Well, I might say a little bit more, but your job is to figure it out. Put your answer in the comments below, and when I come back in the next video, I'll tell you what I know about it, and maybe we can both figure it out. So let's begin. You ready? What's up with that? Okay, take a close look. It's made of not very expensive, low-fired ceramic, pottery, that kind of thing. We've got some interesting, almost hieroglyphics going on here. If I turn it around this way, aha, now we know. Now you ought to have a pretty good idea. I'll let you see the inside. I'll let you see the bottom. Okay, that's all you get. So, what do you think? Is this anything significant? What is it? When was it made? Where was it made? What does it represent? What's it worth? In other words, what's up with that? Tell me in the comments below, and then when I come back in a day or two, I'll tell you what I know. Now let's get back to the video. Well, a good afternoon, everyone. I'm Scott in the Old Curiosity Shop, and it's time for a kitchen counter thrift haul. Now, everything that you see here is currently listed in the Old Curiosity Shop, and as always, the link to my eBay store is in the description box just below this video. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about these things because I think almost everything you've already seen. It's just taken me a while to get the stuff listed because I'm still pecking away with basically one hand and about 2 fingers on my computer. But let's go very quickly anyway. Here's a flower frog in uranium glass, which is going to date to the Depression era. It's a nice heavy one. I didn't count the circles and the holes in there. Unmarked, of course, so I'm not sure of the maker. But of course, for those who are interested, it does glow under a black light. There's the anchor hocking jadeite lotus leaf plate, which is already sold. I listed that as a buy it now, and somebody snatched it up right away. Now, I don't lie to you, tell me you don't like auctions, you want buy it now. But you see, when I do a buy it now, a lot of the things get sold even before I do the video, so it doesn't really give everybody a chance. So I really don't do buy it now very often. Oops. I do chip things quite often. But anyway, that's already sold, so I guess I'm teasing you with that and shouldn't have it there. Made by the Indiana Glass Company, there are some, excuse me, 6-inch. Okay, those are 6 inches. So if you want to put your bread and butter on there or a small piece of pie, help yourself. It's custard glass. It might look white in the light, but it's actually, I think the pattern in white is called orange blossom, but I believe in the custard glass they call this floral edge or something like that. For those of you who love uranium glass, don't ignore the opaques. These will glow under a black light beautifully. And if I think of it, I'll turn the lights off and show you. At least I'll try. Thanks to everybody who told me this was Nora Bird by Payden City. When I first demonstrated this plate a few days ago. I hadn't had a chance to look it up. There's a couple of different bird patterns by Paden City. And sometimes this is a 10-inch platter. Sometimes there is a handle molded into the bottom, so this can be passed around as a tidbit. This is completely flat. And no handle. And it sits up on a little tiny pedestal there you can see on the bottom, or a little tiny foot. Nice little bird there. This glows under black light, of course. There's the Jeanette. There is the Jeanette Florigold color. The pattern, if I if I remember, is called Louisa. 1950s. Again, I know I'm always harping on this. Not true Carnival glass, because it's made in the 50s, and the Carnival glass collectors really stop in the 1920s. The Carnival glass that continues to be made in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s is still often referred to as Carnival glass, but I'm just going to call it iridescent, which is what it is. But they're these are growing on me. I was making fun of them before, but I kind of like them now. Blue Opaline, already talked about that. Most of this stuff was made in France. These are probably late Victorian. They might not have been made in France, but they are blown. It's very, very thin glass. We can see rough pontils on the bottom, and that's all the original paintwork on there. It's chipped up, the paint, of course, but that happens. And I don't see where anyone has touched these up, and there are no chips or cracks. Finding one is fantastic. Finding two is absolutely delicious. We know a pair of almost anything is better than one. Okay, there they are. Then over here is another one. I found all of these at the Goodwill. Somebody got rid of their Blue Opaline glass collection. This is another one, slightly different color. Again, there's no lead in these. It's very lightweight. Rough pontil on the bottom. That's, I know I'm not focusing, but that's just a piece of dirt when it was broken off of the blow rod. And nice. No indication that this was ever painted. I looked very closely all around it, and I don't see any ghost marks where paint was chipped off, so it might not have ever been painted. Made by Anchor Hocking in the 1940s, 50s, even 30s. There's Vitroc. It's what they called their sort of milk glass. That's the oyster and pearl. I always want to say egg and dart. Oyster and pearl. That's that funny pink color that they came out with. Yeah, and this is a pair of candle holders. Excuse me. And I believe you can find a console bowl that matches those. That will sit right in between them if you look hard, if you search hard enough. Now, I found this and then I lost it, the attribution. I think it's Bagley glass, made in England. I'm still not positive on that. It's satin glass. It will glow under a black light. It's a little vase. We've got a little bit of calcium around the top. Somebody obviously had water in it, and we can see the calcium on the inside. I have not made any attempt to get that out of there except just washing it in the sink with soap and water, which won't take it off. And but I'm selling it like it is. And we've talked about the difference between sick glass and glass with calcium deposits on it before, so we won't go back into that now. And I'm familiar with just about every possible way that you can attempt to clean this glass, and sometimes it will come clean and sometimes it won't, because sometimes the damage is actually in the surface of the glass. Here's that cranberry collection. I love cranberries on my Raisin Bran and in the windowsill. Well, this kind of cranberry, beautiful. It's all one collection. Somebody collected it. I bought it this way, and I'm keeping it this way. You're going to get all of these pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. None of it is marked except one piece. Which one is marked? You guessed it, the Fenton right there. And it's embossed Fenton on the bottom, which is hard for you to see. So that makes this after 1971. Some of the other pieces are probably Pilgrim glass. I've seen Pilgrim glass with paper labels on it, attached with string, and I've seen it etched on the bottom, Pilgrim glass. None of this is marked, so, but undoubtedly some of it is probably made by Pilgrim, not made by the Pilgrims, where this doesn't go back to 1620, but the company Pilgrim Glass. And these, they're all different and they're all unique. And they're hand blown. They have pontils on the bottom, mostly rough. And look at this one. There are touches of gold. Let me try to get this to focus. Hocus pocus. I don't know if it'll do it. Look at the gold underneath where the handle is applied, and here as well. I think my lights, now you can see. See that gold? And there's gold dust in this handle as well. Little flakes of it. Or shavings of it. So let me refocus in just a second. You'll get better pictures if you go to the eBay site and look. And nice. Now here's the big painted porcelain pieces. Let's go through them quickly. These two are signed by the painter. This is large here, as you can see. Nice job. Now none of these have chips or cracks on them, by the way, or scratches. The paint is in good shape. Let me see. Let me see. Every time I say Lemmy, I have a relative that says, how do you spell Lemmy? ACS, 1909, and this is Haviland, France. Now remember, ACS, we didn't know until we found this one, excuse me, which is also signed ACS, but now we get the last name, AC Styles, and this one is T&V France. Won't go into all of that. Beautifully done, Mr. or Mrs. Styles, whoever they were. Nice job on the florals. Really nice scenic job here. This person had some talent. Decorated this porcelain. And then finally, is this German, Austrian, Bavarian? I don't remember. It is Prussian China from Germany. Okay, and delicate. I don't remember the name of this color. Somebody told me, but isn't that nice? I rarely see this color on painted porcelain. At least I don't normally see it. And those are big flowers, beautifully done. It's gilded. This is all hand painted, folks. Now, while I'm at it, I'm going to give a shout out to somebody I have never shouted out before, and I hope you'll go to her channel and tell her that I shouted her out, and that is a channel called Living the Good Life. I'll try to link it below. That is the expert, I shouldn't say that. She is a lovely person, has a delightful channel, and if you are interested in painted porcelain, boy, she's got a collection that will knock your... She has a collection that will knock your flip-flops off. Living the Good Life. She loves porcelain, hand-painted porcelain from the Victorian era and from continental Europe and America as well. And boy, she really finds. I'm amazed at the stuff that she finds. So go and check her out. I really like her thrift hauls. She's very knowledgeable, and it's a very easygoing channel and fun to watch. Living the Good Life. And I can't remember her first name, and I apologize. Anyway, so that's it. It is all listed in the old... Sorry. It's all listed in the old Curiosity Shop. I know that this and this is going to be a beast to ship, because these are going to go in boxes larger than 12 by 12 by 12. And as you know, postage, it's size that matters, not weight. So when we get larger than the 12 foot, 12 cube, I know prices just go crazy, especially shipping things. Remember, I'm all the way on the East Coast. If I drive 60 miles, I'm in the Atlantic Ocean. So it's expensive to ship out west, and I wish it were not the case. But I'll ship them and I'll pack them well, but I know that if you see anything here that you like that's oversized, it's costly to ship it. Alright, that's it. Don't forget, give me your guess at the bottom of this video on that item that I showed you. What's up with that item? But anyway, right now I will say this is Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, and so long for now.